Mic check, 1 2 1 2, mic check, 1 2 1 2. What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I'd be. Good Dr. Mike TV. Back again, once again. You already know what it is, baby. Instant classic in the making. If this is your first time to a Dr. Mike TV channel, you already know the rules, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you like, subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make yourself well versed in the good Docs content. All my good stuff shall be listed in the link in the description area below. Coming on a little early tonight, but never, ever, ever, ever too late. Official time check 8:40 in the PM Eastern Standard, 7:40 Central. What are we talking about? 5:40 for everybody repping that West Coast, and of course, 9:40 in the AM Philippine. Yeah, that's right, Standard Time. Wherever you guys are reporting in the world today. Salamat salahat, and thank you guys for joining the good doc. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had some interesting videos for today, right? I had a gentleman that was perpetrating the Philippines as a place that is not necessarily as it is portrayed in that particular video, just in my opinion, right? Put out a video of one that I made myself. And then the last video was the one in which the whole Philippines community felt as though they were going to try to cancel the good doc. Again, this one was probably back in 2018, 2017 timeframe. Not 2018, for sure, 2019. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, I just want to have this heart to heart with y'all because I think that it is long overdue, right? This heart to heart is long overdue. Guys, the Philippines is what it is, y'all. The Philippines is what it is, and the Philippines is what it is going to be. Stop trying to change what you can't. Stop trying to change what you cannot. There was a video that I put out a while back called The Captain Saved Them All in the Philippines, or the mentality surrounding the Captain Save Them All mentality. Basically, the Philippines is a place that if you're not prepared for it, it could definitely catch you off guard. I was caught off guard by my own first personal experiences with the country. I have dealt with and or had conversations with people who have been in some very challenging situations. I think a lot of you guys, if you've ever dealt with a female online or if you've ever actually done any YouTube research about the Philippines, I'm pretty sure you will get an eclectic blend of good, bad, and sometimes ugly. The good part. What are we talking about, guys? We're talking about the beaches, the resorts. We're talking about all the nice places like Palawan. We're talking about Boracay. We're talking about all the exotic destinations. We're talking about anything and everything that is the paradise created around the idea of the Philippines. Then you have the other end of the spectrum. We're talking about the guys who talk about, what's really going on in the Philippines right now, the dire situations of a lot of the Filipino people. We're talking about, and I want to use this guy more specifically because I think he encompasses a lot of what I'm trying to say, and that's a guy by the name of Mark Nowhere Man. And a lot of you guys are familiar with this gentleman. And that's the only name I'm going to drop today because I think, like I said, he encompasses everything that I'm trying to mention, right? He talks about the aspect of the Philippines coming up. We're talking about people who can't afford to eat on a daily basis. We're talking about young single mothers. He covers it all from the poverty standpoint or the lower socioeconomic class standpoint, right? Then you have the indifferent, right? The guys who now, this is the kicker. It usually is foreigners doing shit like this. I don't know why, but you have the foreigner guy who tries to show the eclectic blend of both, right? The good, the bad, their experiences as foreigners living in the country, their experiences as, what it's like for you and what it could potentially be like for you as a foreigner coming into and or living in the Philippines, right? So they kind of hit and miss sometimes. It depends on who you watch. Like I said, everybody doesn't always agree with my opinion on the country. Hey, it's okay. That's part of the process. That's part of being on YouTube. That's part of being who I am as a YouTuber. I do not expect that you guys are going to 100% agree with me every single time that I come live. right? But you also have guys that are doing charitable works and stuff in the Philippines. Like I said, some people agree with that, some people don't agree with that. Some people say, "Hey, bro, not quite legal." And then you have some that are creating or perpetuating the fraud that the Philippines is a paradise where nothing can go wrong, right? The Philippines is a place where all your dreams come true. It's a grown man's Disneyland. All the women swooning for you, man. You're the rock star in the Philippines. Bitches at your feet, rose petals at your feet, like you're fucking coming to America, right? For all of my gentlemen who understand that reference, you feel me? So you have to deal with a lot of different perspectives as it pertains to living abroad and or living specifically in a place like the Philippines. Pretty plain and simple, right? But what I notice is the guys or the gentlemen and even the ladies that are going through the emotional turmoil of experiencing a place like the Philippines and seeing poverty on a level that they've never seen before, all of a sudden it's like, well, damn, what can I do to help? And that's where I got to stop you. A lot of people really do not like me when I say this, but I got to be as honest as I can with y'all, man. That's where I got to stop you because you can't save them all. And I'm telling you right now, man, the Philippines is what it is. The Philippines was like this before you came. You know, the Philippines will likely be like this, God rest your soul, whenever you disembark from this world that we're living in today. You cannot personally make that particular change. It's going to literally change everything. Even Elon Musk. Let's talk about Elon Musk for a minute because I put out a video a while back about him saying, look, man, if you can tell me that world hunger can be cured for $56 million, I will literally pay or give the money to the people in power that can make sure they can cure world hunger as long as you give me a definitive number that this is the number that it takes to cure world hunger. Was he true in his statement or was he like honest in it? Like he was really about that action? Who knows? I believe that he could at least afford it at the very least. Would he really do it? I don't know. But the fact is, he put the ball in everybody else's court, that particular court belonging to the World Health Organization, the WHO, right? He put it in their court. So even him, as a man trying to change the world in the way that he was going to try to change it, ladies and gentlemen, the Philippines, regardless of how you see it, it's just the way that it is, guys. There's nothing you can do to change the Philippines, yo. So you have to relax yourself in that thought process. You have to own that particular thought process. You have to encompass the fact that, look, man, I know for a fact I'm gonna see some shit that I ain't never seen before. Maybe you ain't never seen a kid fucking walk in the middle of the street and piss right in front of you on the side of the road where there's an eatery and other places like that. Maybe you ain't never seen that shit. Maybe you ain't never seen a dog fucking shit in somebody's doorstep and then turn around and eat its own fecal matter. I hate to be graphic, but I'm trying to paint a fucking picture so that you guys understand. These are things that you can't change. And I'm not saying that y'all are going into the Philippines trying to help the animals or something like that, but reality is this is the way the country was before you got there. Chances are 9 times out of 10, 99.9% of the time, chances are that's the way it's going to be when your ass leaves. You feel me? It ain't going to change. So the Philippines is what it is. And you as a foreigner, like I'm telling you, you as a foreigner has to accept it for what it is. You have to accept the Philippines for what it is and what it has to offer you, right? You have to accept the. Oh, bro, Manny, hey, yo, give me some ones, give me some thumbs if the volume's coming through. I'm listening to my playback. My playback seems like my volume's okay, but give me some ones and give me some thumbs. Manny, you might need to refresh your shit. Everybody else got sound. Anyways, like I said, let me go back to my nonsense and shit. We good? All right. So, like I was saying, man, yo, y'all gotta accept the Philippines for what it is. Okay, this is the truth about the Philippines, y'all. You got a 50. All right, more specifically, when it comes to Filipinos, y'all, here's the truth about Filipinos. Let me lay it out for y'all. Not gonna tell you the secrets, right? I'm gonna tell you the secret that's not so much a secret. Y'all got a 50-50 chance of getting a good one, and you got about a 50-50 chance of getting a bad one. You feel me? You have a 50-50 chance of getting some girl that's a bad bitch that's really good for you and down for you, but you got a 50-50 chance of getting somebody that maybe just in it to win it and in it to get something out of you. That's what every female on earth right now. It's a 50-50 chance, man. Maybe she's about you and maybe she's just about that, that peta, that money. And that's okay. Again, as a foreigner, you have to accept the Philippines for what it is, y'all. Stop trying to change what you can't. Stop trying to come into the country and be like, yo, man, This girl was texting me about her baby need this, that, and the other. Now, if you want to go about your philanthropic endeavors and help individuals, because clearly y'all probably only going to help the girls that you're probably sleeping with, don't take that the wrong way. I'm not mad at you. If that's what you want to do, you do that. Okay? But don't think that you're going to be able to help everybody who got a handout, y'all. Don't think for a second you're going to be able to cure everything that's wrong with the Philippines right now. That's the sad part, y'all. Y'all thinking y'all can cure everything that is an issue in the Philippines. Lack of education, poverty, severe unemployment. Yo, you're not put on earth to do that shit. Now, we are put on earth to do something special. And if you want to try to contribute to changing the world, I'm not gonna stop you. And I'm not telling you to, shorten your goals and shit. But I'm being realistic with my realistic foreigners, y'all. Y'all come to the country to enjoy that shit. I come to the country to enjoy that shit. I'm not trying to change shit. I know I can't change it. That's not my job. That's not what I'm here to do. I got somebody. I'm good. If I can help when I can help, I'm good with that. But don't think for one second Doc gonna come out of pocket trying to help everybody that he sees because he can't do it. My financials do not allow me to do that shit. Right? My financials don't allow me to do that. And with all due respect, I know y'all balling way harder than me, but I don't think y'all financials is in a place where you can literally take care of everybody in the country. I'm not saying that you can't have a whole stable of young ladies that you could possibly foster a great relationship and take care of them, take care of your little stable and shit. That's different. That's about a handful or a little more. I'm talking about everybody in the Philippines, y'all. I'm talking about not one, not two, not three, but all the millions of Filipinos out there in the struggling world today. We can't help them all. So we have to accept the Philippines for what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have to accept it for what it is. I'm not here to change it. Y'all need to stop thinking that you can change it. Y'all need to stop thinking that you can come there and actually make a big difference because, unfortunately, unless you plan on working hand in hand with the Philippine government and all of that stuff, there are a lot of things in the Philippines that a lot of y'all don't know are fucking illegal. It is illegal to give money to a beggar. Right, dead ass. It's illegal to give money to beggars. How the fuck you gonna help the beggars if you can't give them money? Because that's all they want from you. They don't want the food. Most of the time, they just want the money. Right? So you can't give money to beggars. So hey, how you gonna help them? Right? So unless you plan on doing this through the World Health Organization and all that shit, man, look, don't hurt yourself. I I know a lot of people who kind of lose sleep. And I'm gonna put it to you like that. That's cool. There's a lot of people that I know that lose sleep over the fact that they have dealt with people and they're hearing all these sob stories and stuff. And it's 10 times worse now since the weather in the Philippines hasn't been ideal. And, they were recently dealing with the typhoon issues and stuff like that. That makes it 20 times worse, right? Because not only are they dealing with their everyday, day to day struggles and shit, now all of a sudden it's the everyday, day to day struggle on top of having to rebuild if they were part of a area that was hard hit by typhoons and shit like that. More specifically, Typhoon Odette in recent times, right? And that could be past issues dealing with that typhoons as well that have also had people in the rebuilding stage, right? So when I say that the Philippines is what it is, man, it is what it is. Your money can go a long way in the Philippines. I will say that. I will say that. But it ain't gonna go all the way. It ain't gonna go all the way that you probably think it would. You feel me? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's just my 2 cents, man. The Philippines is what it is, man. Stop trying to change it. Don't think you can change it. Just let it happen, right? It's like going to jail, man, and you just so happen to be. Never mind, I ain't gonna go that far. But sometimes you gotta just let it happen. You feel me? Sometimes you just got to let it happen because it is what it is. It's gonna be that way when you get there. It's gonna be that way when you leave there. All right. It's not anything that I see you being able to make a circumstantial dent in or put a dent in anything that's happening in the Philippines right now. I'm not trying to challenge you, right? Don't think for a second I'm trying to challenge you to say, oh man, you wish you could do that, but yo, you can't do that. No, I'm just saying it's not worth it for you to hurt yourself trying to think about shit that you can't change. It's funny though, and this stuff was happening when I was actually physically in the country, right? There was that Australian nun lady, right? Remember, she was protesting against something. I forgot what she was protesting for. It made the news, and she ended up getting arrested, y'all. They put her in jail. I think she sat in jail for a substantial period of time before she actually got out, right? Y'all remember the Australian nun? Google it. Australian nun gets arrested in Philippines. I think she was protesting abortion, maybe. I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe my gentleman can help me because, yeah, it escapes me what she actually got caught up for. I could actually do the Google search, but anyways, I'll let y'all do that shit. Y'all do y'all homework. I'm gonna let y'all rock tonight, right? But in all actuality, like I'm saying, man, like yo, you want to protest, you want to do all this extra shit. I'm not gonna stand between you with doing it, but what exactly do you expect to change? Man, they protest every year about the same shit, with all due respect. But every year, Filipinos protest majority about the same shit, and don't nothing change. Don't nothing fucking change. What the fuck you think you gonna do? Huh? Just because you're the foreign face? Man, you know what that does? That make your ass a target. That's why I say, yo, keep your head down and keep it pushing, man. You do what you could do for the people you could do it for, if you want to do it for those people. But don't sit there and try to be the martyr, man. Don't sit there and try to be the face of a problem or an issue or something you're trying to change. Cause your ass ain't gonna change shit. Okay? We are nothing but guests in the country. I think every foreign vlogger who has ever visited the Philippines, I think we've all said that. We are nothing. Oh, she was protesting for farmers. My bad. My bad. I was way off on that. I said abortion. Anyways, we are nothing but guests in the Philippines, y'all. I'm here to chill. I want to enjoy my life. I come here to contribute to the economic building of the Philippines by spending my hard earned money in the West in a place like the East, y'all. Look, man, I'm here to create a whole new stimulus check for the Philippines, y'all. And I think we are all in the same boat. I think that collectively, if they allowed us all to come back into the Philippines, figuratively and literally, come inside the Philippines, y'all don't take it personal. I'll fuck with y'all. But if they allowed us to come back into the country, I can almost guarantee that us as a collective, man, we could boost that economy with the quickness. Foreign dollars, they do a lot of it there for sure, right? But I digress. When I talk about us as foreigners coming to the country, man, just enjoy yourself, y'all. Have fun. Don't go out of your way to hurt yourself getting involved in things that you can't change. All right? You want to know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because it is what it is. What actually do you think you're going to do? Really, I really want to know what the fuck you think you actually going to do in a place that you have no voice. See, it's that first world entitlement shit that I be talking about, bro. That first world entitlement shit that got me laughing at y'all because y'all think that freedom of speech is actually a real thing. Motherfucker, shut up! It ain't happening, bro. Not in the Philippines, yo. Y'all actually think freedom of speech is real? Especially in a place like the Philippines, man. They will bury your ass, man. If you go against the government of any capacity, that is your right as an American citizen, but you lose all your rights as an American citizen when you actually come to the Philippines. Yeah, we got an embassy, but if you're going against, the grain or going against everybody who thinks that you can actually do something special, all you can do is take it one person at a time, G. But we can't do it, bro. So I'm not even gonna sit here and wonder why we even gonna try to hurt ourselves, right? I understand that people are out there with the best of intentions. I don't take that for granted, and I take no shots against that. But for me, it's like, bro, why am I hurt myself trying to do this when I know for a fact I can only make the incremental changes in the lives of the people around me, right? In the lives of the people that I genuinely give a fuck about, right? You can't say that country. The only people that can say that country are the people in power. They gonna do exactly what they want to do when they want to do it, and you gonna have to sit back, relax, and enjoy that fucking show. And if you don't enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen, what do they say? Take your ass back to wherever the fuck you came from, because they don't want you there and they don't need you there. How many times somebody used to say, Doc, you take your ass back to Africa or some shit? Nigga, I ain't never been to Africa, but that's people who get their feelings real quick. They get uptight. But in all seriousness, I just want y'all to be of conscious and sound mind when you come into a country where you're not sure exactly what you're going to experience. This is for my first timers, of course. If you've been there or you're currently living there, you know what to expect, right? It's nothing new. But my newbies, they can easily get caught up in the they can easily get caught up in the plight that is hurting the country as a whole as we speak. Best way for me to put it. Okay. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's my spiel for the moment, man. 17 of y'all in the building, man. Appreciate all 17 of y'all coming through, man. Y'all know the rules, man. Don't act like you brand new. If you haven't already dropped your like, please feel free to do so, man. Make sure y'all caress, molest, and distress yourself all over that like button. It wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support in any capacity because you rock with Doc, by all means, please feel free to do so. But of course, I'm happy and blessed y'all choose to come through. Spend a little bit of time with the homie today. Now and then. All right, so let's go ahead and lock in, man. My man Manny, what's good with you? Chosen one, I appreciate y'all locking in. Mr. Smith, good to see you, brother. Steve, appreciate you being here. Mike, what's up, bro? My man Randall, appreciate you. Let's see. Fellow traveler, Doc, did you get your Malik Bayan stamp yet? No, sir. I do not have a Malik Bayan stamp. Do not. I do not. Yes, we cannot be out here trying to say these hoes, more specifically. Because a lot of guys don't necessarily care about and this is sad. This is the sad and fucked up part at the exact same time. The majority of people do not care about the general plight of the people as a whole. They only care about the plight of the individuals who are going to probably help them in a way that other people cannot. And I'm gonna keep it at that, man. Y'all should know by now. My man said it would take a billionaire with a wish to go broke in order to change the Philippines, man. I want nothing but the best for my people. And yes, I do refer to the Philippines as my people because I fucks with them. I've been there long enough to know, man, these are my people, man. I fuck with them. And they rock with Dog back, man. The majority of the people in the Philippines, great relationships with. But, it's just, I know for a fact the best that I could do is what I could do for people when I'm there and when I'm in the moment and what I need to do for me and, genuinely taking care of the people that rock with me and who's in my circle and whatnot. I don't mind taking care of them because those are my people. That is a decision that I made for me. But, Mary Jo and, Fernando and all these people around and stuff, I can't physically stretch myself to the limits trying to be a benefactor to like a million fucking people. I cannot do that. But your mindset is, for the most part, for a lot of people who are new, who have this emotional attachment to wanting to be the savior of the masses, it's like, what can I do to help? Really, what you can do to help the Philippines? Donate to reputable organizations who are doing great things in the country. That's life, man. That's it. Donate to worthy causes that are very much something that you agree with, right? Because at that moment, it's not just your money, it's a collection of money. Again, now you gotta do your own due diligence on this one, right? But if you donate to worthy causes and legitimate organizations, people that have who are reputable, who have done sound work in the past, or if you want to volunteer your services, man, there's a lot of missionary work that goes on in the Philippines. But if you just want to volunteer your services with like the Red Cross or something like that, hey, you do that too. You know what I mean? So you're never limited on the things that you can do to help. It doesn't always have to be you shouldering a financial responsibility. That's really where I'm getting at. It doesn't have to be you shouldering a financial responsibility for somebody else, right? It don't have to be that way. It don't have to be that way. And for most of the part, it's not that way for the majority of y'all. But what I'm saying is, like I said, man, we cannot change nor can we control the plight of any issue that is going on in a country that is not our own. Man, we can't even. I said, man, we can't even do shit in our own home country. What the hell make you think we're gonna do something over there? Like dead ass, yo. What make you actually think we're gonna do big things over there, man? I just think that we have to have a realistic interpretation of what it is that we are expecting from our time and experiences abroad. Am I fair in that? Am I at least fair in that? Right? If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But at the very least, we just have to be understanding of what our expectations from the country is. My man says I don't want to change nothing. I said I just need my bar girls. That's probably it's probably a sound argument for the majority of guys who travel to the Philippines, man. We're not even supposed to be protesting. That's why they arrest us, bro. We ain't supposed to protest. We ain't supposed to give money to beggars, bro. We can't do nothing. Why would you want to put yourself in a position where your hands are literally tied? I don't see the benefit. Yeah, you said she was protesting farmers. Or okay, so this must have been two different situations because I do remember somebody protesting against the drug war on El Presidente. A lot of people have been asking my opinion on it. I'm like, bro, I can't really say anything because I don't do drugs, man. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me, man. I don't do drugs. I stay as far away from that shit as humanly possible. So if y'all want to partake in that shit and you want to become old buddy's victim, that is a decision that you must come to on your own because that ain't got shit to do with that. Oh no, sir, man. I would never shoot. I would never fire shots at my boy, man. Don't worry. That's not what this is. Like I said, you can only control the plight of the people around you. Okay, helping the people around you, that's not an issue because can't nobody tell you what to do with your time, effort, energy, and money. But I'm just saying, though, we can't save the world, huh? No matter how hard you try, bro. That's not what we can do, right? So you do with what you want with your time on this earth. Nobody should ever tell you what you can't do. But I'm just saying it's just not to the benefit of you to really push a narrative that you really can't fix on your own, right? Now, to push a narrative and to get people to help pushing that narrative, maybe y'all could put a little dent in the people around you. But see, that becomes now the issue of everybody else. You see, this is where shit gets interesting for me, right? This is my whole ideology around giving money, right? A lot of people be like, Doc, you so fault. You're so cheap. You don't give money. You don't do this. You don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And I say, you damn right I don't. And that's for good reason. Because what's the old saying say, man? Y'all know the saying, right? Teach a man to fish, right? Eat for a lifetime, give a man a fish, you eat for that moment or some bullshit like that. I know I fucked that all up. But y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Same rules apply, man. You keep giving money, that handout ain't gonna never end. Because now all of a sudden they know that you are going to be a financial benefactor to their lives. No different than when an OFW goes abroad. No different than when a family member goes abroad. Now all of a sudden you've been sending money every single month consistently and religiously for the better part of a year or more. They're going to continue to believe that you're going to continue sending that money, right? You're not sending that money to potentially help these people be like, oh, open you a sorry store, get you a business started, man. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? It's a pandemic. We can't do that. We can't do this. We can't do that. Please help me. I need to go to school. I need to do this. I need to do that. Yo, there is no end to this shit. Y'all think I'm playing. If you've ever given money to anybody, family member or whatever, y'all know the rules, man. There's no end to that shit if they know that that money gonna be consistent. That's why when I hear about people wanting to contribute to and start foundations and do this and do that and want to be genuinely giving from the heart, understandably so, maybe it's not going to break you, but damn, man, it's going to start to become a regular everyday thing or a regular monthly thing. Right now, all of a sudden, they just gonna be coming at you just for random shit. All of a sudden, like, yo, I think I might have broke my foot. I need to go to the doctor. Yo, I need 500 pesos. It's gonna stop becoming a request, and it's gonna start becoming a demand of sorts. It'll stop becoming a request and start becoming a demand when you help people. First, it'll start off with, can you help? Can you help? Can you help? Oh, I need, oh, I need, oh, I need. Then it's going to be, give me, give me, give me. You'll start to understand this if you deal with people in a long enough situation. Again, the request before, can I have? Oh, I need. And then it's going to be like, give me. Oh, give me this. Or, oh, let me get that. Motherfucker, you do realize that I was just here to assist. Now all of a sudden, I'm literally paying your bills. I'm literally taking care of your whole life. And what the fuck are you doing? Nothing. So, like I said, going back to my general thought, because Doc went down a hell of a rabbit hole. My bad, gents. Back to the topic at hand, yo. When it comes to wanting to see people going through, I'm sorry, not wanting to see it, but you see people going through struggles, YouTube videos or whatever the fuck it may be. Then all of a sudden they're like, yo, man, you can help this person if you want to donate to this cause. You can send money here, you can send money there, you can donate here, you can donate there. You feel me? You start to get the idea that they're meant to be donations, but after a while, gentlemen, it's going to start to become demands. Donations will soon become demands if you're not careful, and that's what I don't like, and that's what I noticed the trend being. That's why I stopped that shit at the beginning, right there. Like, no, walang pera, I don't have any money. Y'all call me broke, say whatever the fuck you want to about Doc. Doc is the most scuddy pot motherfucker on earth, and I live and die by that shit because I got to, bro. I have to convince everybody that I'm broke as hell. Why? Because I know what it's like to have people try to bleed you fucking dry. And guess what happens when they bleed you dry? You think the motherfuckers gonna be there for you when you going through it? On to the next one, gentlemen. On to the next one. You can even say that about women that guys choose to help in the Philippines. Y'all know the stories. You heard them sad stories before. Oh man, I need help. Can you help me fix this? Can you help me fix that? Can you help me fix this? And then your ass is on Raffy Tofo crying like a little bitch because you done already sent $50,000, $140,000. People done sent like 2 million pesos and shit. Now you ain't got nothing to your name. And that bitch don't need you no more because she can't get nothing outside of you. Same rules apply. This begging, donations will soon become demands. One commercial that kills me, and y'all see this in the United States if you're there, and God forgive me, God, please forgive me for bringing this up, y'all. God, guys, please forgive me for bringing this up, yo. I want forgiveness before I say it, okay? Please forgive me before I say this shit, okay? But y'all know those St. Jude commercials and shit where they be having the little babies that be going through the cancer and shit like that, and they be in the commercials with the little cute blankets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Baby in the commercial talk about for $20 or 19.99 a month, you can help us. You do realize that 19.99 a month is every single month with consistency, every single month, every single time, all the time, all the time, all the time. Then if you cancel, oh, here's where shit get real funny. When you cancel, then you start getting the letters in the mail, you start getting the phone calls. Everybody's like, oh, would you like to donate again, or would you start donating again? And then they try to guilt trip you into this shit. Same rules apply to people that individualized too. The same rules apply, gentlemen, especially when it comes to dealing with individuals. Oh, you stop doing this, you stop doing that. Like, why? Why did you stop helping me and all of this shit? Oh my God, I'm going through it. I don't know where my next meal is gonna come from. I don't know when this is gonna happen. We are so hungry. Can you help, bruh? Never fucking ending cycle. And as sad as it's saying, as fucked up as my mentality is, ladies and gentlemen, I have to be that hard out here. I got to be that hard because whether you want to believe it or not, man, the good doc actually has a pretty decent heart. I mean, I don't like to pat myself on the back and shit because that's not fair because I don't do more than what I've seen other people doing. But, with the little bit that I can do, if I got it, I'll give it to you if I can afford to give it to you. I don't mind helping, but just know I can't make it a consistent thing. First of all, I don't fuck with y'all like that. I don't fuck with y'all like that. I can't. I can't do it. Doc just ain't cut for that, right? I just ain't cut for it. So, it is what it is, man. My man says I don't have the white savior complex. He said you got to let it be known. True. Shout out to my brother Pedro. What's going on, man? Gary7, I missed you, brother. Good night. Kevin, what's going on? He says, what are the common things that new travelers to the Philippines get caught up with? The common things that new travelers get caught up with. Okay, let's rock, man. It starts in the airport, man. They usually catch you in the airport. That's where they catch you. And we're not talking about the taxi scams, man. We're talking about the guys who offer to hold your bags and the guys who offer to carry your bags to the taxi and shit like that. Trust me, you'll hear a sad story between the walk that you're in the airport and to the time that you reach your destination that will probably require and or end with a request of give me money. There's this thing in marketing called a call to action. There is a thing in marketing called a call to action. So basically, if I'm telling you a story, at the end of that story, there has to be a call to action. Whether my call to action is to help or to do something, I'm going to end it by asking you or making a request. So by the time you're listening to this entire story of somebody's life and what they're going through and where they're living and what their daily wages are and all of this shit, by the time it ends, where my tip at? Where my tip at? That's where to start. If you want to know the truth, they're gonna catch your ass to the airport. Those guys in those white shirts that be asking to grab your bags and shit, man. That's where to start, pimp. But that's where a lot of foreigners get caught up with. I think one thing that foreigners need to know is that nothing is free. Nothing in the Philippines is free. It just ain't free. Right? If somebody offers to do something for you, I do believe that you should have it in the back of your mind that somebody is looking for you to return the favor, probably in the means of something financial. You do have people that are probably in your inner circle and people that you know and people that you rock with that will definitely do things for you with no request. But if you just meeting a random person on the street, please believe, there's an expectation that there's going to be something that comes in the form of probably financials in return for them doing something for you. So I believe that if you have that in mind, you can't never get caught up in no nonsense. But foreigners get caught up with not knowing what is free and what is not free, right? It's hard to explain, but you'll know it when you're there. But it's hard to know the difference between what somebody is doing for you because it's their job and what somebody's doing for you because of what they're gonna get out of it from you, right? Like when me and my girl travel to Surigao and we have to ride the bus, 8 hour bus ride. Anybody who's helping you do something at the bus station is looking for you to give them a tip. Like motherfucker, I just thought you was, I kind of thought that you was doing this because you wanted to do it. Nah, bitch, you gonna have to pay me, bro. No, sir, you gonna have to pay me. And then there's usually no amount of money set for the services that they render. Their expectations, probably from somebody, is, oh, well, give me 50 pesos and we're good. Nah, bitch, you the foreigner, bro. I want 150 for the services that I render to you, bro. Did you not see me grab your bag out of the trunk of the taxi car and put it on the curb for you? Oh hell no, bro. You owe me. That's just some shit that y'all ain't ready for. Cause you'd be like, bro, I didn't ask you to do shit for me. You took that into consideration for yourself. I didn't ask you to do that shit for me. But their expectation is that you're gonna pay them. Oh, and don't let nobody flag a taxi down for you in the Philippines, yo. Don't let somebody flag something down for you or get you a taxi or something like that. Yo, I got this taxi for you, bro. You owe me. Like, bitch, I could have flagged the taxi down my fucking self. I didn't ask you to do this shit. See, so that's what a lot of you guys are really gonna get caught up in. Cause I got caught up in it. I'm like, bro, I didn't ask you to do that shit for me. You took it upon yourself to flag that taxi down for me. I got two hands, man. I got two eyes, got 2 feet. I know how to fucking walk, right? I can get the shit myself, but you took it upon yourself. And now because you took it upon yourself, I owe you. Motherfucker, what do I look like, bro? Anyways, I digress, man. Let me get back to the topic. But I do believe that's the thing that a lot of foreigners are going to get caught up with for sure. Yo, we got 15 in the building. Y'all appreciate all 15 of y'all dropping in, spending some time with the good doc, man. Y'all know my rules. I don't ask very much from my audience. All you got to do is like, right? Drop a like on the video. Doc highly appreciates that one, okay? So make sure y'all caress, molest, and distress yourself all over that like button. Wants it, needs it, most definitely has to have it. Again, for those that want to support, please feel free to do so. But like I said, I'm happy and blessed y'all come through, spend a little bit of time with the homie today. Now and then, let's get back to business. Mr. G, what's going on with you, family? My man Kang, appreciate you tapping in, brother. He said, said not respecting authority, that alone is a deportable offense. Hey, I respect all my people, bro. I respect all my kinfolk and my skinfolk in here, man. I love my Filipino brethren, but sometimes, like I said, I can't always agree with everybody in the way that they handle certain things. It is what it is, man. Hey, George, man, I appreciate you, brother. I'm sorry I didn't get to you earlier. I hope you're still with me, man. I appreciate the love, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. After give me, it's I deserve this, then it's your duty and responsibility. Mike, that is literally the transition right there. Give me, I deserve, and then it's your duty. That's when it comes to dealing with females. But like I said, for the most part, it's usually can I please help this, that, and the other before it starts to become something that becomes a demand of sorts. It's the weirdest thing. And you'll start to hear it in the tone, you'll start to hear it in the diction, and you'll start to hear it in the way that they start requesting things from you. Eventually it's gonna stop becoming a request and start becoming a demand. Believe that shit. All right. Pedro, shout out to my brother here in Costa Rica in May, man. That's what's up. My man said, yo, you can feed a Filipino child for 25 cents a day. That shit right there, bro. 25 cents don't hurt the pockets, do it, right? Oh, but heaven forbid you stop giving that money. They be blowing your fucking line up. Like, bro, the fuck, man. I wanted to donate, and for the time that I was able to donate, I did donate. But now all of a sudden, because I can't donate no more, now it's like, oh, you want to be in my pockets. You want to be pocket watching Doc and shit. I'm like, whoa, chill, brother. Chill. Mm. My man said, Doc, you ain't broke. You have a car. That puts you in the top 10% in the world. He said, but that chain is so little, though. Hey, man, don't be hating on the chain gang, man. Look, first of all, y'all need to stop dogging the Good Doc's chain, bro. This is my Mr. T starter kit, bro. I got only one chain so far, man. I'm working on it, okay? Look, the Mr. T starter kit, man. Mr. T had to start somewhere too, right? Yo, don't be hating on the Mr. T starter kit, bro. This shit be gleaming when it be out in public. Besides, man, I don't want y'all be snatching my chain. I wear something small so that people ain't got no reason to come for Doc, man. Y'all ain't got no reason to come for the homie. Believe that shit. I my man Cake says preach. He said, glad my ex Filipino was a go getter. You got to do what you got to do, man. Because I'm sorry, man. I can't deal with begging bitches for too long, man. That shit makes my stomach hurt. Like, yo, dude. I hate when people keep telling me or asking me, please, 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 can you help? Can you do this? I block people. I start blocking everybody. Look, man, I ain't the guy. All right, I don't even fuck with you like that. Let alone know you like that. I had somebody the other day talking about, yo, do it out the goodness of your heart. And I thought about it, but I was like, you know what? I'll buy you something to eat. You hungry, man? I fuck with you. I'll feed you. What I told him. That motherfucker looked at me like I was crazy. Like, bruh, you hungry? Yo, there's a McDonald's right there. There's a Wendy's right there, man. Pick your poison, man. I got you. Motherfucker, I'll get you. Not only am I going to get you the meal, I'm going to get you the large meal. That's all I said, man. I said, look, I'm going to look out. You know what this man said? He said, nah, bro, I'm good. I ate already. I just need the money. And I said, pimpin', I ain't got it. All I got to see, the beautiful thing about living in the United States is everything is like cashless transactions, right? So I've been like, yo, man, I don't carry cash on me, bro. All I got is Cash App and, my cars and shit. These motherfuckers be breaking out their phone talking about, yeah, I got Cash App too. Man, if you don't get the fuck out my face with that shit, somebody actually brung out their Cash App. Like, yo, I got a Cash App. Like, you homeless, or you trying to present the facade of being homeless, but yeah, it's still my boy. You over here talking about you got a Cash App, so that means you got a phone. That means you can create content. That means you can do online marketing surveys and some shit to put some money in your pocket, but yet and still you on the streets over here trying to beg for me. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with that shit, and that's how mean I get. Because I get angry because I'm sitting here busting my ass all day, every day, and you just want to sit on your ass and beg. I said, okay, my boy. Okay, my boy, you do you. But don't nothing piss me off when y'all over here begging on some shit. Y'all act like Doc gonna be your savior, because I'm not. Like I said, there's probably one or two females in my life that if they ever asked me for something, I'd help. That's literally it. Two, maybe two. The other one, I don't really fuck with her like that. She on her own wave, right? So I don't fuck with her like that. But anyway, You know what I'm saying? There's probably like one, like I said, one or two young ladies outside of my mother and my young lady that if they ever asked me for help, I'd be like, you know what? I got you, boo. Don't worry about it. And that comes because of prior experiences before, right? These motherfuckers never asked me for nothing. So going back to what my man King said, man, yo, you said you were glad that your young lady was a go-getter. Yo, a real one will do everything humanly possible before they come to you and ask for money. I'm telling you, a real Filipina will do everything humanly possible before she asks her foreigner to give them money. How do I know this? Just know that I know. And there's probably a lot of guys out there who can vouch for this too. A Filipina, a real one, the one that's really down with you, before she begs on you, she will find and exhaust every possible outlet humanly possible before she comes to you and asks for money. And sometimes I used to be like, yo, I remember specifically, I used to have to, I remember specifically, I used to have to beg to pay for shit when dealing with certain people. I'm like, yo, I got this. Like, yo, just put it up, man. You've taken care of damn near everything, right? Let me get this. Like, let me get it this once. At least let me get this. They be like, nah, I got this, I got this, and some shit. I'm like, God damn, man, I can't pay for nothing. And it's a blessing. I mean, it's a good feeling knowing that you ain't got to come out of pocket for shit from time to time, right? I used to have to beg to pay for shit. I'd be like, all right, you take care of the food, I got taxi or some shit. I don't know. But that's just kind of what it's just the way things are, man. So, like I said, in my lifetime, there's probably been two that if they ever asked, I would actually help. And one of those is the coconut girl. Shout out to everybody who know about my coconut girl. Yo, press one if I need to tell the coconut girl story again, because I'll tell that every single time, because that's my story. That is the story of my life, man. I said that is the first time I ever felt love ever. I digress, man. I'm fucking with y'all. But coconut girl, boy, golly, man. That shit make you feel away, bro. Coconut girl. Shout out to coconut girl. I know she ain't got no computer, but fuck it, man. You gotta shout her out every single time. Cause that right there is love, boy. That damn man. Anyways, man, let me digress, man. He says, but I do donate to St. Jude's. I did, or you do back then. Sad shit to see one of those kids with a big head, man. Dude, I'm going to hell, man. Fuck. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man. They will guilt trip the hell out of you, man. They will pull on your emotional heartstrings, man. Every time I see a St. Jude commercial, I'm literally this close to pulling out my fucking card and just donating. For sure, for sure. Um Pedro, are you asking me how much money is too much to help your girl out? I don't know, man. You do what you gotta do, Pimpin'. My coconut girl story. Lord knows, I'll get to it in a minute, man. He says, anyone in the airport that is trying to help you is looking for a payday. Yes, sir. That is the biggest misconception. Police too. Oh hell yeah, police even more, man. Look, man, just keep your hands to yourself. Don't ask for help, especially when it comes to carrying shit. Ain't worth it. He said, talk about an experience to a Filipino that did something expecting money and a foreigner didn't pay up. A time when something happened and a foreigner didn't pay up. Huh. That's a hard one, brother. I can't actually pinpoint a particular story, but most of the time they do pay, but it's kind of like, see, here's the thing. Most foreigners, they don't really argue the point. And the reason why they don't argue you down is because, yo, they know this is not their country, right? So what they'll do is they'll pay it up, and after that particular moment, they learn the lesson. You feel me? After that particular moment, they never let it happen again. All it takes is one time, y'all. It's not as if this is going to be a regular thing, but once you start to realize that everybody who is helping you is actually, to an extent, looking for some sort of reward for services rendered and helping, you'll start to realize, yo, man, I just do everything my fucking self. Like I'd be like, no, thank you. I tell everybody, no, thank you, man. I don't need shit from you. I'm good. I can do it myself. Why? Because everybody always looking for something. And that's a sad thing, man. He says, I found out I was tipping too much. Bro, nigga, what you be tipping? Yeah, Pedro, man. Y'all be tipping 10%. Y'all done lost your damn mind, man. I know people who tip too much. But again, that's not my story to tell, man. That's completely up to you how much you choose to tip. I just know for a fact that I tip different. My man said, damn, the shakedown from the airport to the hotel Airbnb. It said it's like coming to America when they took the luggage. Bro, I'm telling you, it's different. It's different. And the thing is, they specifically look for foreigners. That's the truth. They specifically target foreigners. Because foreigners are new to the game, right? Foreigners don't know no better. Shit. First time in the airport, man, what do you really know? Think about it. What do you really know? Your first time in the airport, right? You don't know shit. You don't know what's free, what services you got to pay for. You don't know that. And this is the kicker, right? This is the kicker. When you first come into the country, you have no idea about the concept of the peso. Y'all don't have no concept of what the peso was about. You have no concept, like my man Pedro said. You don't have the concept of tipping down yet, right? So for you, you're thinking, shit, man, I got to give this guy like 200 pesos, right? I got to give him 400 pesos. That's like 250. That's like $5, right? Or you give it to him in dollars if you don't even have that currency on you, right? If you have a couple of dollars on you, you give it to him. If you haven't cashed out your own currency for pesos yet. So now they know that usually when you first touch down, there's usually no concept of the peso. So what might be justifiable, maybe 50, 100 pesos or something like that. Now all of a sudden it's like he don't know no different. Shit. If I ask for 500, that's like $10. He gonna give me the full five, not knowing that that 500 is probably more than he makes in a day. Period. Right? Not knowing that the tip that you gave him is probably his daily salary or just shy of what he gets in a whole day, let alone you just gave that to him from walking your bag from this point of the airport to that point of the airport. Not to mention when they pull those bags out of the taxi for you, you drop 200. All this man did, take your bag out of the trunk of a taxi and put it on the curb for your ass. And you're giving him money to do that. My guy, what? If I'm gonna pay you, my boy, I'm gonna make sure your ass gonna take it upstairs. Yo, I'm gonna make you work for that money if that's really what it is. But the thing is, these motherfuckers are quick, bro. These people are quick as hell. That's why I never put my quick tip. Never put your bag in the trunk, anyways. Keep it next to you or keep it in the cab with you, because that's actually a tipper tactic. Because think about it, when you pull up to the spot, your ass ain't gonna beat the person helping you out of the car, probably out of the car. He's probably down in the waiting area for you, not specifically waiting for you, but he sees that you're a foreigner. He's gonna want to get it out. He's gonna want to help you because there is a potential for a reward, aka in the form of monetary means. So you just if you keep your bag with you when you're holding it and you say no thank you, I got my shit, it won't be a problem then. But sometimes, easier said than done, bro. Brandon, chain gang, bro, chain gang, gang, gang. My shit weak as fuck, but I love it, man. My man said she'll make jewelry, start a small business, go abroad and work, come back, stack up, continue doing her things. Type of people, look, that's the type of people that you want in your inner circle. Believe that shit. Chosen one, I believe you've heard the coconut girl story. Baby girl climbed that tree for me to get that coconut, man. Had a machete and everything. All because I told baby girl I wanted some buko juice. Not only, dude, coconut girl story. I'm gonna tell it because I love this story. And so, yo, I wanted buko juice bad, man. I was thirsty as hell. I'm thinking she gonna go to like a sorry store and get it. No, this girl took her flip flops off, man. Climbed this big ass tree and chopped down a whole coconut for me with a machete and shit. I was like, what in the fuck is this? I have never felt so in love in my life. I've never felt. Of course, with my young lady, it's a little different, but I had never felt. I was like, this girl gonna risk her whole life, man, to get me a fucking coconut out of a tree. I said, if that ain't love, man, I don't know what is. That's exactly how I felt, yo. That was the coconut girl story in a nutshell, man. Good times, man. That's that provincial life, man. Gets no better. My man says, my lucky day, I just found 100 pesos on the ground literally right now. That's unheard of in the Philippines. Boy, you ain't lying, man. I found a 21. So I ain't never gotten that lucky. No, not no 100. Hey, man, go buy your girl something nice, man. Get you some Jolly Bee meal. That'll work for you. Go buy you some Jolly Bee. Oh, me on yourself. Anyways, guys, man, that's literally all I have for you guys today, man. Unless you guys got questions, comments, concerns, anything that you want to talk about literally before I check out, by all means, I will let y'all go and get to get. You feel me? If y'all got anything you want to politic about the good doc about before I cut out, I will give you guys probably about another few minutes or so. We can have a conversation. But in its essence, guys, don't come to the Philippines thinking you're gonna change the world. Don't come to the Philippines thinking you're gonna change a girl. Come to the Philippines with just the mindset that you are there to do whatever it is that you are there to do. Enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself, your time, your effort, and your energy. Now, I'm not going to tell you not to help nobody. It's not my place. But you got to be careful who you help. That's in life, period. Not just in the Philippines, of course. But you got to be careful who you help. Got to be careful how you navigate, how you maneuver, especially in a place like that, because any little bit of help that people give, for the most part, there's an expectation that you're going to give them money. Why? For the simple fact that you are the foreigner, right? And the funny thing is, like I said, when you learn it or when you go through it, it will only need to happen to you one time before you realize, hey, never gonna let these motherfuckers come out on me. Chosen one, I kid you not. And hey, see, here's the thing though. My OGs, my Philippine OGs, y'all know how tall those coconut buko trees get. Y'all know how tall them shit. Yes, sir. She climbed the fucking tree for the buko juice. I'm thinking she was just gonna go to a sorry store and run. No, my guy, hot ass went up the tree. And you know those trees, man, they grow a little funky. She climbed that big stuff, dude. It was literally like, yo, I'm in love, yo. Like dead ass. Like I have never felt so loved in my entire life, y'all. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. That is all I'm gonna tell you. Up until that point, I had never felt love like that in my life. Like, girl, you gonna risk breaking your damn neck just to cut me down a couple of, and then chop the damn thing open and gave it to me. Like, yo, here, like, goddamn, girl, you really about that life, ain't you? And I'm like, shit. I almost cried a little bit. I think I had a little tear come down. Yeah, I think I almost cried, Joe. I swear to God, I think I almost cried. But I digress, man. But yeah, that's the coconut girl story. Good times, my friend. Good times. Uh, but yeah. Anywho, unless y'all got anything y'all want to say, I'll let y'all rock, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all locking in with the good doc. It's been a joyous, joyous experience. My bad, y'all. I got a text message I got to get to, but I appreciate y'all more than y'all will ever know. Quick side note: my man said I'm spreading the world now. Smart has unlimited data for 99 pesos, I think, for 7 days. 4.99 for 30 days. They don't advertise it. I just found out yesterday. Hey, man, if you about that life, hey, do your thing. Do your thing. Because I know I'm about my promo codes, Pippin. I know I'm about my promo codes. Sir, the rides are definitely not free in that regard. But like I said, man, my channel don't exist without the people who watch me. So y'all know the rules, man. Thank you. You know what I'm gonna do? Shout out to all my silent partners in the background, the people who just literally show up to hear me talk my nonsense, have my little fun, spew my negative energy and all that bullshit. Tony, what up, bro? Appreciate you locking it. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate my silent partners, man. Like I said, the ones that listen, who for some reason really do help the algorithm more than you guys will ever know. Like I said, I can't tell what you're doing in the background. I'm probably sure it's none of my business, but whatever you guys are doing while you're listening to me, I appreciate it. Just know that you are appreciated. Just know that you are loved by the good Dr. Mike TV. And I mean that from the bottom of my testicles, y'all. Y'all are my people. I fuck with y'all hard body. Big pause, but fuck it. I rock with y'all. Okay. All right. So big love to my silent partners in the background. So all my brethren who come through politic, man, got a lot to say on the chat, man. Thank y'all for carrying on the conversation. Thank you guys for adding to the conversation. Thank you guys for adding your own 2 cents and providing alternative thoughts, processes, and also adding your own specific thoughts in reference to the topic today. You guys are awesome. You make my channel what it is. You guys know that we have one of the best, if not the best, audiences in this particular sector. I have assigned people with wrenches, but they literally never have to use them because usually the vibe over here is real chill, right? It can get ugly on a lot of other channels. I've seen it get really ugly on other people's channels, and I'm thinking to myself, I want to be big. I do. But if me gaining followers and growing a little bit is going to bring about this negative energy, I'm not saying that I'm not prepared for it, but I don't need that shit. Not when I know the people that I fuck with right now genuinely just come through to listen to the conversation, right? I don't want y'all to have to be blocking people all damn day and missing the points or missing the conversation or not being able to participate in the conversation because you got to worry about Joe Schmo over here trying to fuck the chat up, right? I'm glad we don't have those issues. So, hey, if that means I got to stay where the fuck I'm at for a little while longer, comes with the territory. Gentlemen and Doc is all in on it because I got the best audience in the Philippine genre community, and I will challenge anybody to tell me that their audience is better in this sector. Shit, not even coming close. Right? Always positive energy, always good vibes. Little jabs and shit every now and again at the good Doc, but I can take them, man. I was cut for this shit. It's fun. All right. But like I said, I thank y'all for being who you are. Thank you guys for being awesome. Thank you guys for being beautiful people. Thank you guys for enjoying the content. I hope that you are. And if you did, man, you already know what to do, man. Make sure you drop your like on the way in or on the way out. To all of my people who catch this on the replay, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for making it to this point. You guys are awesome. I love you too. Okay. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for the good doc to go and get to getting. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, good doc is officially out. At least not go alone, which means I am going now. Bye bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Makita. Bye bye. Peace.